Widespread anti-corruption protest in Moscow and across Russia today, marking a national holiday. As a prominent opposition leader is arrested, while tens of thousands of people take to the streets, the last thing that the Kremlin wants to see. Amy Kellogg is live with more on this story. Amy?
Hi, Heather. Well, Russians themselves will tell you that they are famously patient people, and the government, of course, is famously tough on the opposition. Putin has been in power now, Heather, for 17 years, so the question always is, do Russians really want change? What will it take for them to really call for change? When will they do that? So these protests today are the second series of big street protests in less than 6 months' time, and that is significant because this comes after a 5-year period of quiet. And as you mentioned, authorities were very quick to arrest that protest leader, Alexei Navalny. He's the anti-corruption campaigner, and he organized these protests today. He is seen here in this chopper or drone shot being taken in a blue shirt from his home as he was on his way to the protest in Moscow. Hundreds of people have also been arrested. Navalny was actually arrested for violating, quote, public order. The government had given him a permit for a protest in one location of Moscow, but all vendors, he said, refused to put up a stage or sound system there. So he instructed his followers overnight to come out and march on Tverskaya Street, which is the main shopping street in Moscow, a sort of Champs-Élysées that goes right to Red Square. Many of the protesters were young. Many of them chanted incendiary things such as Putin, thief. There were protests in the Russian Far East, the Urals, as I mentioned, Moscow and St. Petersburg, and this is just to name a few cities. Today is Russia Day, a national holiday, so the protesters waved Russian flags, draping their anti-corruption chants in a patriotic package, basically, Heather, to say, we love Mother Russia, we hate corruption. Now, Navalny, it's expected, will be in jail again for 15 days. He really wants to run for president next year. It's unlikely that that will happen. He has a suspended sentence on him for fraud. He claims that's trumped up. So anyway, this will all be developing in the course of the next few weeks. Heather.
Amy Kellogg live for us. Thank you, Amy.